Hey, we're back to Sherlock. It's been some time, I know, but hey, better than nothing. So we are done with the previous case and we are going to go back to investigate what did Vogel give us. But before that, I think we need some new fashion overhaul. I think I'm kind of sick of the detective
Oriental
clothes.
rugs at a good price.
We need something more
I'm afraid
concealable.
I have nothing to offer, except my company.
Oh, that's nice, but no, I need some clothes.
Let's pick.
That's a slight tease. Might be able to get us some ladies. Well, at some point we do need to have some nice memories of bomb anyway. We do need something nice. Oh, let's go down a few tiers. Oh, this is nice. We don't need a nice red hat to match the nice red dress that we have. And maybe we need some nice cap for this person. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. The tall cap. Why not? Well, it's a slight reference to the current situation. I do appreciate that, I guess. Now this is a chat. Marvelous.
A good choice. A good choice indeed.
Yes.
Nice affordable clothes. Step right up.
Now let's head home. Ay, ay, ay. What's going on? Why is there visitors?
Mr. Sherlock Holmes, I presume.
Correct. With whom do I have the pleasure?
Emilio Estevaux, happy to make your acquaintance. I am here on behalf of Michael.
Oh, brother. He's the brother
He's on his
again.
way to Cordona. In the meantime, he requests your assistance with a sensitive matter. My orders are to provide you with the details.
Isn't that a rare thing? No, let's listen. It's from dear old brother.
You have my attention, Mr. Estevaux.
Mark Ridley, the son of General Arthur Ridley, is being blackmailed. Suffice to
Blackmail? What
say,
a
the
surprise.
compromising material is of a delicate nature. The matter is of no small importance to the Crown, especially given the status quo on Cordona.
Let's just go straight to the question.
What does Mycroft want me to do? Retrieve the blackmail material?
No, sir, nothing of the sort. Mark Ridley is meeting the blackmailer atop the old city bridge tower. You shall observe from a distance, then establish the blackmailer's identity. Do not attempt to arrest him. We'll handle it from there.
Now I want
Saving
to arrest
the best
him.
for yourself? Fine.
There's a cafe just over the bridge that provides a good vantage point. Please report to me when you are done. I'll be waiting for you here, and remember, discretion is of the essence.
Yeah, as you can see, disguise is one of my main suit. Now what do you want, John?
Just look at this thing. It's huge.
I don't think it can match the size of that elephant toy that I have. Ay ay ay. A mermaid?
It's a bizarre object, and yet oddly familiar.
Up, tripping. Museum. For a really smart person, he does have
Did you
memory
just
fog.
remember something?
Yes. A room full of curiosities and artifacts. I think I can find it in the manor.
Sherlock. So, you continue to pursue the imaginary. I had hoped you might have got all this out of your system by now.
Mycroft, what are you doing here? Get out of my house.
It's my house, actually. I've come to bring you back.
Why are
I
you
have
here? I
no
thought you just
interest
said
in returning,
us
let
a
alone with
job.
you. I know you lied about Mother all these years, claiming she was merely ill, but she was unstable. She never had tuberculosis. She was not recuperating, but mentally deteriorating, and you never once thought to tell me. How dare...
I shall not indulge this petulant tantrum. You can just tire yourself out and then slink back to London with your tail between your legs.
Just tell me
Tail.
everything. I'm an adult now. Show me the basic courtesy of an explanation. You know I
We
will
do
find
look
out eventually.
The goal
Owed.
was stability, and that's what you got. The right thing for everyone was to try and move on from her passing.
The consequences
move
of
on.
one's actions determines what is right or wrong.
Yes, exactly. The ends justify the means. After leaving Cordona, Sherlock, you had a normal childhood. In London,
How do
I
you
was able to
define
support
normal?
you, guide you, shape you into a fine and
Oh, that's
productive
a
young
big
man.
flex from Big Old Brother.
You have so much potential, so much to offer society.
But that's not the end. Now I found the truth, and it has shattered everything I knew about her, about you, and about myself. I feel unstable because of you. Your actions were not justified. Lying never is.
Oh, grow up, Sherlock. It was a white lie which has as much use in the realm of the interpersonal as the international. It is time you come to accept that some things are bigger than yourself.
Oh, you are full of it. You like to pretend you care about the big picture, but it's just an ego trip. You like knowing more than others. You like greasing palms and rubbing
who
shoulders
doesn't,
with the
you know?
rich and powerful. You like having eyes and ears everywhere. The fact it helps the nation is incidental. Because all you care about is yourself.
It's true.
Oh, Big
I
Brother
have
fight.
agents everywhere,
Mentally
including
challenging
Cordona.
each other.
If you weren't so damn stubborn, you'd realize that means I'm only here for you.
Oh. Really? He just sent his assistant to here for a job. Then he came here down personally, which is strange. Nice. Is this something that we need to discover? Two-shaped mountain. Smooth.
I remember returning home with a pair of perfect sticks. We wanted to turn them into training swords.
Oh, that's right. We stood there, frozen, staring at something huge in the main hall.
Come on, focus. Female. Okay. The
It
mermaid.
was a giant aquarium with a living mermaid in it.
Impossible.
mermaid.
It must have been something else. Oh, of course, that mortifying hoax presently taking up space in our front yard.
Well, fine.
Oh,
Your memory's
Vigil.
better than mine.
Vigil.
But I'm sure we started
this
examining
piece
it
of art, though.
immediately. And someone else was around too.
Someone.
It was my mother. She asked what I thought of the artifact.
You were really concentrating and holding something in your hand.
Well, if someone say this is a mermaid, I beg to differ. This is merely a human with an extremely elongated tailbone. Quite a malfunction, I can say.
I inspected it with a magnifying glass and was able to confirm it was made of 2 different skeletons. The mermaid was a fake.
No,
And
it's
so
just
it was
a long
time to
cable.
smash the thing. Your mother took a hammer and...
Slow down, John. That's not how it happened. I remember other people joined us.
There's a lot of violence.
The workers
Workers?
took the artifact and placed it into the Cabinet of Curiosities. It became part of Mother's collection of fakes. She always said that the truth lies in the details. This mermaid helped me to learn that.
Her gallery of the fakes doesn't include Kim dressing in different forms and style. Oh, that looks like a Van Gogh piece for some reason.
I can sense an incoming memory, Sherry. Do you?
No. I don't think it's this room. I need to find the one with more mountains. It's on the first floor. Pickety poo. This is it.
Ah yes, my mother's studio. She was an authenticator, and this was her Cabinet of Curiosities.
I never saw the
this
point.
cozy blanket.
What does it matter if some artifact is real? Wigwam! Oh, that was a joy to build them. Imagining ourselves as wayfarers on the other side of the world.
I don't recall polar bear being this small.
One of the most ridiculous fakes I ever saw. Its owner insisted it was a polar bear. He thought the white paint on the brown fur wasn't noticeable.
Damn, that's a really bad job. And this must be Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell, no? And what would this be? 2 long sticks. Ooh. Subnautica with the starfish.
It's a pity how many amazing things are missing from this room.
Your Bioshock reference, I guess. The first design they ever give. Clues time.
So many calling cards. Mycroft liked to keep useful people at hand.
Manipulating them at all costs.
Reliable and driven. I recognize Mycroft's handwriting. Officer Luciano J. Placido.
Gratitude. Toting what happened. What have happened? Not for your keen eye and sharp mind. Oh, puff across. Just being nice. Getting favor from the judge, huh?
This drawer was always closed. Only Mycroft knew how to open it.
I remember we tried to break it open and spy on him, but alas, had no success. Maybe today's the day. Ah, Sherry.
Carefully
Open and
dated 24th of April, 1869.
quite long time ago. City Hall informing about the trial of Otto Richter. For a closed hearing. Why would he want it to be a closed hearing? Okay. A little buggy.
Look, it's Roger. This jolly old man's well preserved. Even looks refreshed.
Goldie
I doubt
Roger.
he drew much interest at the auction.
That's for the best. I'd be upset if he fell into the wrong hands.
A Cthulhu. Damn. And mummies.
The so-called mummy of a Persian princess. The defrauders did good work, but missed one small detail. It's the mummy of a man.
Else, the small details is have a little long.
And this one was brought from a German museum. They claimed it belonged to Vikings. Nonsense, of course. Vikings never had horns on their helmets.
Practical. A ton certificate. How can you do that? An octo diploma in law.
Clearly, it was
And medicine.
deliberately torn. I wonder why someone would do that.
An angry person.
The Tulpa. Studies in Tibetan mentalism.
So this must be a fake if it's here.
An impressive number of bookmarks. Someone was rather obsessed with this subject.
Well, it's always an interesting read anyway. Move on to the next clue and his personal notes. Why is he so interested in his mom? Test for some theories. What? It's elaborate. Immerse her in what the traumatic situation. Believe that reliving that moment may give her mind a chance to embrace. Hypothesis? So he constantly triggers her to give her a chance to face the pain. It's not a bad approach, but it's a hypothesis. Broader families, heredity of psychological traits, uncommonly high intelligence. The mother's condition began to affect the mind. Oh, thankfully his big brother is helping. Couldn't have done it without Minecraft. One more clue. The letter. Otto's brother. Basically, he didn't go and find his brother, but he got himself a new art gallery. Don't tell me Virgil was Otto's brother. Oh, Dark Souls.
The full plate armor of Sir Robert Saunford. I was told my father won it in a wager.
And it's the
Armour
fake.
is armour, but look at his sword. Oh, how badly I wanted to wield the blade. Maybe you take it instead of your pistol.
I'm starting to remember something.
Oh, would be cool though if I can wield a sword instead. And dear.
Mother said this was among the hunting trophies of a Scottish Viscount.
He tried to persuade everyone that his forest was inhabited by these beasts. It would have been thrilling if it were actually true.
A carnivorous deer. Oh, that's new. Oh, it's so dusty. This place needs a little touch up. A chalice, I suppose.
Another fake Holy Grail. Its owner claimed to be the heir of King Arthur. Scarcely believable. He also insisted a deadly rabbit was hunting him.
Is it the rabbit from the White Frost?
Watkinson and Holman, Chapter 1, by Wallace D. Oram.
Oh, Mycroft. He always acts so serious, but then reads tripe like this.
John, if I remember correctly, you couldn't put this book down.
Early morning footsteps.
The memory comes back. We snuck about watching him.
What?
He closed the drawer and went to the hall. We were like two shadows crawling behind him.
You, what is string trigger, huh? Oh, we follow his trail. Come on. I think it's around here. Okay. I think he's the only one that can do this.
Then he threw some logs into the fire and sat in his armchair to read.
It's as boring now as it was then. I'm sorry, Sherry, but I think that's it.
Easy.
Wait, John, we never use the fireplace in the mornings. What if... A bit of juniper in the fireplace created a soothing atmosphere. It's the little things, isn't it? I think this is what we're looking for.
Oh, well, putting a key in a fireplace. Now that is not a smart move. Maybe it is, but if you want to use it, how are you going to use it? You're just going to burn your hand.
We made it. So what's there?
A really nice aged wine.
Gifted by Queen Victoria herself.
Damn, that's huge.
Single malt whiskey. Mycroft's favourite.
Half a bottle of fine aged wine. Whiskey, actually.
Otto Richter.
Yep, time to unveil the truth.
This one is rather thick. Mycroft can be truly dogged in his research.
45 years old, unmarried, medical practitioner. Died. Parents died of that. Yada yada. Klaus Richter. That was his brother. Which I think is Virgil for some reason.
Dossiers on the most influential people on Cordona. Mycroft always had a habit of building files on everyone he met.
Okay, back off. We got the hint. Now what? Accident in the cabinet.
I used this ladder to look at the top shelf, right? On the day of Mother's breakdown upstairs.
Right you are, Sherry.
Is there any more? What's all this? So maybe I need to find myself a letter as such. But it is not letting me use it. I'll try to find
We
him
heard a
for...
noise. I can't recall of exactly what. And we didn't have a great view from behind the statue.
More books?
The books and papers from the table somehow ended up on the floor. Now it's coming to the surface. I feel it.
Mind Palace. Simulation inbound. The ice cream man to deliver the stuff. What's this? Dumplings? No. Nah, the letter is involved, so this is not it. He wished to do that, so that should not be the case. Can't see well, so I guess. And we all know we're gonna be wrong anyway. Aha. YOLO.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
What do you think that I'm doing? I thought it was night though. It's a torn diploma, so this makes a little sense. Could this be wrong? No.
Come on, Sherry. Let's go outside. Wait. Did you hear that? Come here, Sherry.
You call this progress? Charlatan, amateur. I'm not letting you anywhere near my mother again.
So there was a quarrel between them.
That's very angry, and this happened. But there must be some really
heard a
big
noise
things
in the
happening,
hall.
right? Otherwise, why
Let's
would
check it out.
Sherlock lock these memories away? Now what?
Sherry, look! We've got a parcel here. Hurry up and let's see what's inside.
Don't you see a bigger problem here? People opening your main door to put a parcel without your permission to come in. So Virgil has a new he's mentioned on Turquoise Lane across Cordona's Abbey in northern Grand Surrey. If inconvenient come anyway, god dang it. I sent you the appropriate outfit.
An invitation that comes with a mask. We can't miss this, Sherry.
But we do promise our little brother, our older brother, for some requests anyway. So, sensitive matters. Old City Bridge Tower. Let's see, can't be that bad. Who are you, mister?
To exercise some restraint, Mr.
I know. Old City Bridge. Tor. If only we can see some nice interest. Tutorial, where's Old City? There we go. So the nearest must be here. Maybe I should put a pin. I'm pretty sure my current disguise is near perfect. Kids running away from something. Probably a friend.
Killed with one perfect shot to each eye. Can
I want to hear this though. Come on.
Killed with one perfect shot to each eye. Can you imagine?
Firearm practice.
Killed.
Old runes, gang war, no, send a message. Precise hit, Richmond dispute. After sunset, blinded. Oh man.
Can I ask you a question?
My mother doesn't
Killed
allow
with
me to
one
speak.
perfect.
No, don't talk to you too. I want the more interesting case. No runes. There we go. Was killed in the old ruins. New case, I guess, but this is a bit sideline. Mycroft business requires a bit of attention. You can get to a watchtower. We can do that though. What this do? Isn't he the same dude that got murdered? western side of the old city bridge. So I suppose that's a nice cafe. There we go.
Here, grab a seat.
Excuse me, just one question.
I can't help you with that, sir.
Don't you ask me to take a seat? Review.
You even brought a book, huh?
And we shall help ourselves with some nice pastry. English
May I
tea.
have? Same as always.
You just don't give up, do you?
Oh, come on, let's get closer. We can't see anything from here.
No, too early.
So we're just going to sit here all day?
Patience,
Yes.
John. I have a feeling this is more than simple blackmail. We'll be close when the blackmailer leaves, and then...
And he died.
Go!
Oh dear. Really, nobody just cares. Only a few. I want to see. How about new people? Would they get curious?
Who is it?
Really? That's the most fucked up shit I've ever seen. What the shit is this? Oh, the other person dead. Who cares?
Who is it?
Life must be quite bad, huh? Back then.
Oh, not a pretty sight, this.
Hmm. The face crushed.
Head trauma, fatal. Gravity is cruel like that.
Well, the murderer is obviously a gravity. Must be Newton's invention. A
The knife
blade.
is missing.
Stab multiple wounds. Four,
He
I
was stabbed
guess.
several times before he fell. The shape of the wounds suggest a curved blade.
Key.
A key, and where there's a key, there's a lock.
Oh, there's a really smart deduction. And maybe a check with his leg.
It's almost like he's dancing.
Dancing the danse macabre.
Scuff.
A rather frivolous accessory for a military man. Shame it's all bloody now.
No signs of life, no pulse. I'm declaring Corporal Ridley dead.
Oh dear. Is this the same guy?
Please move along. The police are on their way. Everything's under control.
Is
That's
it
what
now?
our mother would say.
The General's own son has fallen out of the tower, and not without help, it seems. I need to inspect the scene, and quickly.
The corporal? He ordered me not to let anyone inside without telling him. But now... Wait, are you saying it's a murder?
No, there's a dead body there. What else do we need?
A brief examination of the body was enough for me to conclude that he was murdered by a blade of Ottoman origin.
You can't possibly be so certain.
Oh, I can be. The corporal suffered deep stab wounds which were inflicted with great force. They were made by a knife meant for cutting, not stabbing. A curved blade, such as an Ottoman jambir or a Gurkha kukri. I haven't seen any Gurkhas on the island, so the conclusion is quite obvious.
Amazing. You do seem more than competent. All right, go in. I'll wait here for the police.
You know, this. If only resume was so simple, huh?
Did you see anything suspicious?
No, sir, nothing. Corporal Ridley had to attend to some private matters upstairs.
Corporal
No one went in, no
having
one
a
came
private affair.
out. Oh, but that means the killer is still
The
inside.
killer must be a private.
Are you sure you want to go in alone?
I'm not alone. I have my friend with me.
Your friend? You mean
It's
your
Casper,
girl?
Thomas.
Never mind, I'll be fine.
I got a lot of imaginary friend.
The killer's gone, vanished into thin air.
Those shit. They are not like you, John. Mud trace. So he hide in.
Can you smell the body odor, John?
Chest.
Someone's been hiding in here. Someone sweaty.
Unless it's a
Shit.
laundry chest. But then it's a different mystery altogether. The case of the vanishing sweaty pantaloons.
a brawl was in due. He jump? No, it's directly from here. So he managed to have an escape route too. Damn. This guy has everything settled. Uniform.
Gonna join the Navy after all. That'd make Mycroft so happy, you know.
Shut up, John.
The Ottoman knife? No, it's not the same knife. But he did slash the culprit.
The edge is covered with blood, but the tip is clean.
So it
This
must be
blade
the
is a
wound
naval
from the
officer's
guy.
dirk. Sharp and well cared for.
Money? So he's not after money at all.
Exactly 100 mangears. The killer didn't touch them.
Letters, yet again. I know all about your latest affair. He asked him to come in with the black bill, but he didn't want the money. So he wants his life.
This cigarette is still smouldering.
Must have been some time. I don't think I'm quite done here though. Oh. He fell. Not without the fight, of course. Let's sleep on the murderous crime scene, why not? He climb up. TBT step. And a fight was due. Could be the other way around though. Yep. I feel it's this way. Because if he was there, he would have been stabbed here and died already. Then he had to carry him over. Here, multiple step. Must be a good fencer. And I will be wrong. And I'm
Ridley
right.
was attacked by his blackmailer, but before being pushed out the window, Ridley managed to wound him. The killer must still be bleeding.
Yep, let's save no time. Gotta find the culprit. Swing down. It's the most efficient way anyway.
So what happened? Was there anyone upstairs?
No, the killer escaped. We're dealing with a carefully planned assassination. What can you tell me about the deceased?
We were from the same unit, stationed together at the barracks by the bridge, but I can't say I knew him well. Maybe someone at the barracks could tell you more.
And a bit too late.
Do you know if the corporal had any enemies? Someone who would want him dead?
No, none that I know of. But then again, there's always the Ottomans. They'd want all of us soldiers dead, I reckon.
There is the intention, so all they needed to find a wounded man. We need to follow some blood trails if possible. There we go.
That was a rough landing.
A bit like Tom Cruise, I guess. He slide down, he hit the mark. Oh sh. Now we can speak to this guy. What the crying though? Let's not this to them. Let's ask this guy.
Can I ask you a question?
I can't help you, friend.
Can't help me.
Is this familiar to you?
I rather bite a snake than talk to you.
Cheer.
I am bored.
Call me when you...
Well, I guess we need a change of attire. The Great Queen. Prince of Darkness. Shit, turns head before cracking skull. Nice. Oh, this is sick though. and see what's inside.
Find the answer.
Maybe a little cosplay will help to jog their memories. Okay, so he definitely run to the streets.
Could you help me?
Sorry, but I've never heard of it.
Okay, so they're willing to talk to a guy dressed in a really strange clothes, then talk to a rich person. Blood.
The barracks are off limit to civilians.
Civilians?
The barracks are off limit to civilians.
Did I use concentration? Yep, obviously I'm kinda screwed. By what? Yeah, some hints. Old tracks.
Wow. Amazing, right?
Disturbing is more like it.
Wait, is every knife mark means 1 kill? I guess we found the knife.
Aha, a curved knife covered in fresh blood. There we go. I doubt that this eagle is purely ornamental.
Careful, Sherry. Locals aren't too happy with what you're doing.
I'd
Ew,
better
isn't that
leave the knife
cheers?
here.
No.
Now is a bad time to ruffle any feathers.
Stop that! Don't touch them! Who do you think you are? Leave it! Don't touch!
Well, I think I've done the thing. So what do we do? Need to ask people. Well, let's ask the guy who see him put the stuff. Huh?
Sacred!
Is this familiar to you?
No one listens to us, so why should I listen to you,
Go
oofbird?
away! What?
You talk to me as if you don't know too much about me, huh?
Is this familiar
Go
to
away
you?
from it!
You want answers, but I don't want to talk to you, rich boy.
Leave it!
So what happens now?
This
Everyone's
is rich
looking
boy.
at us, Sherry.
Okay.
You sure you know
Leave it
what
out.
you're doing?
Well, time for a new consummation. Damn, I should have bought more clothes. This is the only clothes that I have. Oh shit, there's too much money. Opti store, money
Stop
fear
that!
store.
Don't touch those!
Is this familiar to you?
Yes, yes, I can inform you about that.
Nice.
Who do you think you are?
We ask more people. Oh, wait, what? It's a symbol of the House of Hassan, old city, western side of the old city market. Western side. Where's the old city market? Somewhere near here. I guess. What do you want me to find out?
Another knife in the pillar.
Bootleg.
Another knife in the pillar.
Recently.
Another debt paid
Pocketers.
in
I said
blood.
knife. No. Imperial conquest. No. Imprison. Blood vengeance. Family honor. Blood vengeance came to Godona from Albania. Ottoman rule. Pillars of knife stands high as a grim reminder. Nice.
Nice affordable clothes. Let's...
Yes, I need a new one. I don't want people to keep calling me rich boy. I barely have enough to buy my home furnitures. Shabby. Rent. Oh, this is interesting.
Be careful with what you've taken.
Come, come. Marhaba. It's a good day for a purchase.
Yes.
May your purchase bring you joy.
Marie Kondo want to talk about that.
Help me, please.
Interesting. But I've never heard of it.
Yeah, at least they are more friendly now. West. West. Somewhere here.
Help me, please.
I've nothing to say because I don't know. Check with someone else.
Everyone's looking at us, Sherry.
Help me,
You should
please.
know what you're
My
doing.
neighbor. I know nothing, unfortunately.
See, he's helping. He's the best dressed up that everyone here will recognize.
Do you know anything about this?
You'd do better to hide yourself at home and do not ask anybody such questions.
This is so sensitive. Now they did say that western side of the old market is place. So am I in the wrong place?
Can I ask you a question?
No, it's the first time I've heard it.
So it's a lie. Most revered family and nobody knows.
May I ask for your assistance?
If you ask that again, I will find where you live and break your windows.
You obviously haven't thought this all through. Or are you just annoying?
You have no business here. Go away.
Who's there? Who's there?
Joker, I think we found the place. Uh-huh. Close to outsiders, so how do we dress up? Wait, maybe if you dress like him. I mean, we did search for location. Maybe we need to find another way in. And it seems logical though. It's a bit too big of a U-turn. And what? This seems like the only way though.
You are not welcome here.
Then how do I make myself welcome? Wait, what if he dressed like the sailor? Wouldn't that be interesting? Let's try. Shit. Sorry, kid.
Come.
Let's pick something that's...
Okay, we need a sailor clothes. And I don't think there's a sailor cap for this though.
A good choice.
Really pretty.
A good choice indeed.
Let's try our luck. There's no sailor cap anyway.
You are not welcome here.
Man, how am I gonna convince you? Social anxiety, then talking to me should make you a bit uncomfortable, huh? The Coast Guard. Empty dextrose. So maybe if you dress in the right way.
Nice of... Let's pick something that suits you.
I want what you're wearing now, but you can't give it to me. Anything that can match what they do though. We don't need a costume actually.
Don't leave. Take one more look.
Who's there?
Can I ask you a question?
Go talk with the turtles about that sailor boy.
Are you able to help me?
I see you're not from here, because if you were, you would never have spoken to me.
You obviously haven't thought this all through.
I tried to dress up, but they don't like it.
Or are you just annoying these people on purpose?
Yeah, and I just want them to be slightly more friendly, you know.
Nice of... Let's...
rent. Nice.
Be careful with what you've taken.
Maybe we need to be a little bit more appropriate. Seems fine.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
You'd better think of your safety, madame.
Oh.
Who's there?
Am I not doing it right? Copper Ridley was stationed. This is the other house though. Iron key. I need to find the use for it. Yeah, maybe we need to come back after we're done with the private, which was around here. Here. This is the only way you can jump.
The barracks are off limit to civilians. The barracks are off limit to civilians.
I'm not a civilian.
The barracks are off limit to civilians.
Dang it. Yep. I guess this is where the detective clothes comes in handy. Or maybe a fellow sailor will help.
You aren't here to relieve me from duty, are you? Oh well. You aren't here to relieve me from duty, are you? Oh well.
The heck? This is the barrack.
That pillar is a damn eyesore. Not for the general, I'd burn it down myself.
General. 4 children and arms animal. Ottoman traders. No, short live. Just give the orders. Lost friend. What time? No. Hit the barracks. Okay, Bergman. Ottoman pawn us. Yep. Nope. Keep on talking.
That pillar is a damn...
Shall leave. Ottoman traders. Just give the orders. Oh, I can like spamming, but
That pillar is a damn...
just give the order. Ottoman traders, no. Shall live likely. Lost friends. Turn us. Tradition still exists. Blood vengeance. Avenge honor and blood in the most barbaric ways. Merciful revenge. Huh, maybe that's why the guy killed him. But just like that.
Could you help me?
I don't know, but I'm sure there are others who'd be glad to help a fella in uniform.
What the?
You aren't here to relieve me from duty, are you?
Now I can enter somehow. Old City Barracks.
Are you able to help me?
Ah, I know this, yeah, let me help you.
The Lothario and his promiscuous way. The one. Oh, I hope that's not Escanor.
Help me, please.
I'd help you if I could, but I know nothing.
And that's the best you can know. I suppose I need to hit down. Check it out.
Ridley's Bluff. Ridley's Bluff is on Ottoman hands. I just know it.
Greek copper and non-religious. Copper's murder. No. No. Disobedience. General speak. Serve together. Tribunal. Take revenge. Overheard a conversation between the Marines. They want to do it themselves. This is getting a little messy.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I don't know, but I'm sure there are others who'd be glad to help a fella in uniform.
Nice.
May I ask you something?
I don't know, but I'm sure there are others who'd be glad to help a fella in uniform.
They actually
Time
rehearse.
to check your who, what, and what, Sherry. Who are you asking? About what?
May I
dressed as
ask
what?
for your assistance?
I don't know, but I'm sure there are others who'd be glad to help a fella in uniform.
I wish I can just skip the dialogues though. This is it. Oh.
Is this familiar to you?
I don't know, but I'm sure there are others who'd be glad to help a fella in uniform.
Damn, did they have a textbook answers? Wait. Number 4, so this is it.
Nice. A room after my own heart.
A little austere for my taste. There are scratches on the floor. The locker was moved.
Uh-huh. The one. Shut them together. Here's someone will find out. Escaped. Waiting for you at my house at dawn. Use the entrance with no ego over it. The 7 will expect an Ottoman woman wearing the scarf I gave you. So that's the difference.
2 tickets to London. Would have been a very different ending for the corporal's story.
Well, he's already readied. Oh, that's a
quite
lot of
hefty
money.
sum. Enough to start a new life.
Damn, the waste. The one.
Being the son of a general must be difficult. Rise all the way to the top. Make me proud, son.
The extra stress. Oh, General. Our position on Cordona is that of a man astride a three-legged horse. The third, blah blah blah. Pull up your damn trousers and behave like one. Live by your own rule. Shit. More stress, basically. Oh. So, you want to get it on?
Can you imagine me wearing that uniform? I think I'd look rather dashing.
Yeah, you can, but I don't have the option to do that. Chemistry. We got 2 negative reaction. Perfect. 1 for how to make it negative. Oh wait, we can. It's actually quite simple. Like really. And 1 more. I guess. Come on. 2 and 1. Yes. Must say I can be a chemist if this is simple. Jalan. Time to henshin. Gotta change outside the boys' home, otherwise they're gonna be a little excited seeing a female. Presumably a female. Oh, let's not change in the public, huh? We shall change in the open sky. And wearing the scarf. There we go. Now they should know.
You are expected. Quickly, coming.
Yes, expected.
My love, oh, I'm so... Who are you? Where's Mark? Answer me or I'll call for help.
You will do no such thing, Jalen. We both know it.
How do you know my name? And why are you wearing this scarf? What has happened?
A flood of questions, but I only have one answer. Mark Ridley is dead.
No, this cannot be. You're lying. Tell me you're lying.
Keep your voice down, miss. I don't have time for a lady's hysterics. Mark has been murdered, and I believe that the murderer is part of this house.
No, it was a secret. We were meeting. How could anyone find out?
The truth always comes out one way or another, but enough of this. Tell me, have you seen anything suspicious here?
No, I heard the servants talking about blood near the main entrance, but I didn't think... This is too much for me. I can't.
I'm sorry for her loss, but...
Why did you have to be so mean to her?
We need to find
I wasn't
the
mean.
clue, you know.
Now is not the time for pity.
Yes,
Is that
the dude
you
is
or
their
your
blood.
reptilian brain talking?
Blood near the main entrance. Is one of the us.
A bloody trail. Let's see where it leads.
Scan. Wait, we found something. Why is there so much sign? Huh. He washes clothes.
A pile of fresh clothes. How convenient. All soaked in blood. Well, a fresh shirt is as good a lead as any.
So, think you can identify the killer on the first try?
Huh. Do you doubt me?
This is going to be a little challenge, I guess. So what else?
Do you think they'd mind if I washed my shirt? I haven't changed in days, and I'm starting to smell.
More than days. Come on, John. We all know it. Okay, we need to find the dude who just changed. Dirty clothes? Nope. Ooh, I thought I was about to think that, hey, they just let me wander around their house. That's kind. Blind? Nope. Someone with a fresh shirt. Wounded. Possible, but we need to be sure. Dirty clothes. Yeah, you're really making it easy for me this time round, huh? Let's see. Oh, sad face. Consumed by guilt. Maybe something else though. Hives. Aha. Oozing through the bandage. Hands shaking. Parkinson, I guess. Actually, just from fears. Missing blade. And you are... what's on the age? Is this one of his family? It looks like the consequences of his actions is sinking in. Consumed by guilt, remorseful.
What are you staring at, you crazy woman?
Confront. Let's go.
So, here you are. The wounded eagle in its eyrie.
What the hell? An Englishman here? Why are you wearing a dress?
I hate to interrupt you while you're struggling with your conscience. Perhaps you ought to have made peace with it before doing the deed.
My conscience is perfectly clear, Britt. Do you have any idea who you're talking to?
Indeed I do. You are the obedient son of this house. Obedient and wounded. But let me explain.
I am Osai, son of Hassan. You are on my father's property, and you better stop all this jabbering nonsense.
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have every reason to believe that you were involved in the murder of Mark Ridley.
Are you accusing me?
Yes, I do.
That's right, I am. I recovered the murder weapon. It bears an eagle crest, the same crest that is so proudly displayed within your house.
And a proud house we are. My father speaks for all Ottomans on this island, remember that.
Regrettably, I failed to detect much pride in the callow way you ambushed the corporal.
Oh, only got 3 chances, huh? Let's see. Everything gone wrong.
It couldn't have been very comfortable for you inside that chest, waiting to catch the corporal off guard. Couldn't you find a better place to hide?
You're a fine one to talk of tactics. You're dressed as a woman.
If you'll pardon the metaphor, he was a fishbone that became lodged in your throat. You had a strong motive to see him dead.
Oh, just one more chance. Jalen doesn't make sense. Bloody trail. This sounds like it.
Let me think about it.
Hey, come on.
Have you completely lost your goats? This is crazy.
Ha! Certainly no crazier than the callow where you ambushed the corporal.
What's this? That doesn't make sense.
Let me think about it.
So I can have unlimited tries, huh? Got this. What about the crest?
Have you completely lost your goats? This is crazy.
Ha! Certainly no crazy.
Okay, I need to find the right one.
What are you saying? What's all this pickled cabbage?
Let me think about it.
Okay, at least I can do this. Oh, what's the last one?
Have you completely lost your goats? This is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, but...
What are you saying? What's all this pickle?
Let me think about it.
I will accuse you as many times as I need. Still bleeding, son of eagle. The blackmail.
Have you completely lost your goats? This is crazy.
A damn goat. This is wrong. For some reason, it's wrong.
What are you saying? What's all this pickle?
Let me think about it.
Oh, there's just only two. Huh? Let's try that.
That's right, I am. I recovered the murder weapon.
That's what we did. And...
It couldn't have been very comfortable for you inside that chair.
All right, that's enough. First you sneak into my house, and now this? We'll put you down like the rabid dog you are.
Oh man. Come on. Well, we want to... Let's just... I want to see a perfect one. There's no harm to do this. Oh man, nope. No, luckily for me, I learned this trick. I gotta redo the whole thing, huh? Oh, you don't have to. Okay, just a small reset. Consumed by guilt or stress. Huh. Maybe I was wrong. I guess we can just put it on H.
What are you staring at, you crazy woman?
So, here you are. The wounded eagle in its eyrie.
What the hell?
I understand your confusion. It's been a turbulent day, hasn't it?
Do you have any idea who you're talking to, Brit?
Indeed I do. You...
Accuse. Wait, what if we need to do...
Let me think about it.
Oh, shite. I think we need to do Mind Palace. I think.
Have you completely lost your goats? This is crazy. What are you saying? What's all this pickled?
Let me think about it.
Have you completely lost your goats? This is crazy. What are you saying? What's all this pickle?
Let me think about it.
Now we get an infinite trial this time round.
Have you completely lost your goats? This is What are you saying? What's all this pickled cabbage?
Let me think about it.
I think I really need the Mind Palace.
Have you completely lost your goats? This is What are you saying? What's all this pickle?
Let me think about it.
I think I did exhaust everything already.
Have you completely lost your goats? This is What are you saying?
Or should I done that
What's
before?
all this pickled cabbage?
I think we did this too. So other than the two clues that we have,
All right, that's enough. First you sneak into my house, and now this?
okay, we shall reset. But oh, a little far back. Yeah, let's assume the Mind Palace has something. Love, Death, and Cordona. Oh, huh. So I'm wrong. If there is some evidence left, I think we should try to get everything. There must be a reason why we can't nail him down. Move along. There's crime to solve.
I hope the police find the murderer.
They're actually broken. What can I do with this? But that's everything that we did, isn't it?
There's a nice view from here, don't you think?
And why does it say that we didn't clear all the evidence?
This cigarette is still smouldering. The edge. This blade is a nape. The edge.
I'm missing one more clue. At least one. Otherwise they would just clear the whole thing, you know. Let me check with the bodies.
Who's it?
Is this familiar to you?
I have no idea. I'm sorry.
I hope the police find the murderer.
If that's the case, why is it missing? Why? Anything gone wrong?
Come on, let's take the rope down.
I'd rather take the stairs.
What a bore.
No, there's a little missing shit. I'm pretty sure I think we got everything. It's all green now, except for this one. Maybe even then, I also need to find more clues. I mean, we did cover quite far here.
All soaked in blood.
Then what about the... I think that's necessary though. Well, I don't suppose we got anything else to do. But we do need to save. There we go. Set puppy eye. Shaking in. That's because you saw drugs. I still wonder how does people sheath their blade, since this one is a curved blade. Nah, from the past observation that we talked to him, he's not even remorseful.
What are you staring at, you crazy woman?
You don't know. We shall confront.
So, here you are. The wounded eagle in its eyrie.
What the hell? An Englishman here? Why are you wearing a dress?
I understand your confusion. It's been a turbulent day, hasn't it?
Do you have any idea who you're talking to, Brit?
Indeed I do. You are the proud son of this house. Proud, but wounded. You keep it well hidden, but you're far too nervous to think straight. So please let me explain while you catch your breath.
I am Osai, son of Hassan. You are on my father's property, and yes, you had better start being convincing.
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have every reason to believe that you were involved in the murder of Mark Ridley.
Are you accusing me?
Yes, I do. We know this is correct. I think. Blackmail. We tried that, doesn't work. Dim profile.
That's right, I am. I recovered the murder weapon. It bears an eagle crest, the same crest that is so proudly displayed within your house.
And a proud house we are. My father speaks for all Ottomans on this island, remember that.
Regrettably, I failed to detect much pride in the callow way you ambushed the corporal.
That works. Jaden's letter. Would this even make sense? General confirmed not related. Or trade. Anything gone wrong?
It couldn't have been very comfortable for you inside that chest, waiting to catch the corporal off guard. Couldn't you find a better place to hide?
You're a fine one to talk of tactics. You're dressed as a woman.
If you'll pardon the metaphor, he was a fishbone that became lodged in your throat. You had a strong motive to see him dead.
Okay, we tried Bloody Trail, doesn't work. So Scarf makes no sense. Ring on Itch doesn't concern him. Generous letters, same effect. Family shit, I think we tried that, doesn't work. They say there's 1,000 of people. I guess we can try this.
At the heart of this crime is a woman, Jalen. I wonder who she might be to you. Your wife? Unlikely. Your sister?
Enough! Don't you dare say a word about my sister. It was he who led her to sin. That son of a dog, Mark Ridley. He spat on our traditions and brought shame to our family. His father promised us peace, but I knew how it would be. You feed the crow, it tears your eyes out.
Oh, crow is
so you risked the peace to right your honor.
I had no other choice. Not that you'd understand, Brit.
But a murder is a murder.
Azai, you are under arrest for the murder of Mark Ridley. You'll have to come with me now.
First you sneak into my house, and now this? We'll put you down like the rabid dog you are.
Oh man. I still gotta find him. Oh well. Hopefully I don't hit shot somebody.
I'm coming.
Yeah. Oh, John just watching a show.
Take a rest, my friend.
Armored again. Damn.
I couldn't miss the party.
Don't cry, you'll
No,
live.
it's not an arrow, but it still hurts.
The snuff's ready.
A douche.
Take a rest.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Don't bother moving.
If I'm here, I think
Snuff's ready.
I'll have accidentally pop a few hits or so already. What the? Double kill. Yeah.
Too simple.
Not done. And they all use the same model as the
Don't
guy.
cry, you'll live.
Oh man.
You can overcome the brute now.
Into the gut. Oh man.
Coming for you. I couldn't miss the party.
This is the party I'm talking about.
Don't bother. The snuff's ready.
Shit, I don't even reload. Miss me.
Don't
So
cry,
many same
you'll live.
cheaters.
Give him the pepper snuff.
It's time for you to go to prison, Azai. Come with me, and let's do so peacefully this time.
You'll regret this, Brit.
Oh, who is gonna regret this?
Get out of my face, Brit.
You want to see my real face? Too bad, you can't. It's exclusive. torture chamber. Letting them listen to the Justin Bieber song for 24/7. Oh wait, he isn't born yet. Hello, prison guard. Confront the killer.
Get out of my face, Brit.
Yes, I do. Now what? Do I get out? Maybe this is the way.
Mr. Holmes, I am in no position to reprimand you, but you should know that your unwarranted intervention will cost us dearly.
I did what I had to do. The killer was brought to justice.
I didn't expect you to be so narrow-minded. You have undermined your brother's efforts, and now we will have to face the consequences.
Such is the price of law and order, Mr. Estevo. Everyone must be held accountable for their actions.
Law and order? You are clearly oblivious of the bigger picture, Mr. Holmes. There is no point in us discussing it further. I bid you good day.
You did everything right, Sherry, no matter what Mycroft or his henchmen will say.
Well, that's exactly what Sherlock will do. And I finally lock John in prison. Okay, we might have time for another case. Fortunately, I think we should go to the main event. Sacrificial lamb. Turquoise Lane. The hell is this place? Across from Cordona Abbey, Grand Survey. Why is there an exclamation mark? Nope. Northern of the Grand Survey. Across Cordona Abbey, Turquoise Lane. Turquoise. Somewhere here. Cordona Abbey. I presume this place. Alright. I'll buy some furniture. Justice has been served. Yeah, but what?
Did you hear Basilio Coppello is in jail? A dead body was found in his showroom.
Well, that's interesting. The devastated, useless. Stay in the safe. Vendetta. Press scandal. Claims innocent. Oh man. Shit. Go back to talking, come on.
Did you hear?
Under my mattress. Vendetta. Devastated. Press scandal. Stay in the safe. Claims innocent. As picked by Talk, owner of the famous armor Coppello Home Security, arrested. Dead in the safe. Oh, can see
In the
it.
police. Let's pretend to be cops, eh? We can just stand around and look confused.
Oh. That's an accurate depiction of the police. What's this? Are you also angry?
Excuse me, just one question.
You'd better think of your safety, madame.
Is this the consequences of locking that guy in? Well, that is his problem. Time to be the Dark Knight. Alright, so the location is around there. We do have some things to go on. Oh wait, the news.
Extra, extra! Headless eels floundering! Friedrich Panzer, the head of the eels gang, has been arrested after being caught smuggling gold.
Interested in some Cordona news?
Yeah, I saw there's so many.
Check the front page. You won't regret it.
Sudden death of Matt Wrigley. Oh, the tension between the British military and the local population has increased. Oh, there's so many people dying already. Oh man. Oh, the price of the truth.
You'll never find such magnificent paintings anywhere else. Just take a look. Tired of your garden view? Visit my shop and refresh it. My goods will brighten up your house.
It is mine goods and I sold to you.
Enjoy your purchase. You'll never find such magnificent...
Of course. Sherlock's family has a great taste anyway. Legacy Theatre.
Look, the cutest thing you'll see all day. Hamlet staged by children.
What? There's new cases like that? Is it this?
Hi there.
Oh. Seems to be someone. Bandit there.
May I ask for your assistance?
Are you looking for trouble? 'Cause I can find you some.
Oh, I don't like your attitude. We shall give you some punishment. Arrest everyone in shorter concentration. Let's go. The Green Reaper. Ow.
Get ready for some pain. I'm coming.
Hey.
Oh.
Take a rest, my friend.
Peekaboo. Here.
No
Sit
more.
down.
The snuff's ready.
How does it not work?
I'm coming for you.
I'll take this. Consolation prize. Cool.
Don't cry, you'll live.
Give him the pepper snuff.
I couldn't miss the party.
Yeah.
No more crime for you.
The snuff's ready.
I couldn't miss the party.
Yeah. Nice.
Don't bother moving. You've lost.
Give him the pepper snuff.
I am invincible.
Invincible, good for you, but this is my goal.
Take a rest, my...
The snuff's ready.
Ah, shit.
I'm coming for you.
The violin. Give me some space.
I couldn't miss the party.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Kung Fu Man. You miss. You sure you still want to be? Oh wait, no. I want to save it for the big event. It's coming. Come on, boys.
Not that easy.
How do you dodge that? I
Take a
applaud you,
rest,
but...
my friend.
The snuff's ready.
Oh, we still got one more.
Time to knock this guy out.
Ugh. I need to find some pot. There we go. Come.
No more crime for you.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Surprise. Getting the numbers from the gate.
Don't cry, you'll live.
The snuff's ready.
Let's check on blood in this.
Take this!
Ow, that's a lot. Calculated.
No more.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Discombobulated. Chow.
The snuff's ready.
Ta-da! Discombobulator. Easy there. And now, back to the case. First mansion. Isn't this a church? Oh, this is it. Welcome to the party.
Can I ask you a question?
Oh, sir, I'm afraid I don't know about that.
You came to this party, isn't it, huh? Oh, what an event. How are you guys holding this so long?
Welcome, sir. I do hope you enjoy yourself.
Well, thank you, Alfred. John, keep yourself cozy.
Enjoy the evening, sir. There is still plenty of time before the grand finale.
All right.
A grand finale. So this isn't the tip of the event. A blind man. Now there's a flex. Is that the dude? No, it's not. I thought Vogel would do this, which is kind of weird. I guess it's him. Sneaky. Now somebody that's in charge likes to stay in the high ground.
What if I write an article about these people here? Can you help me gather information about Cordona's elite?
Talk to the lady.
My goodness,
She's the highlight
Sherlock,
just now.
they made a blood fountain.
No, John, it's definitely not blood, just wine. Gahor, is it a guess?
You have such pretty hands. What can you do with them?
Sewing. Sign language is nice. He's being alone.
Oh, don't act like you haven't thought about it, darling.
Shit.
I need a rest from my insatiable wife.
Sounds like a huge pain. Well, modern art. Oh,
Sherlock!
VIP.
Friend, I wasn't sure you'd come.
How would you know? Oh, he gave the mask after all. I'm a sad face. Go
Werner,
on.
I see you are not yourself.
The more time you spend here in Cordona, the more I feel it my duty to bring you into our world and show you all we have to offer.
And what is on offer today?
Pleasure, indulgence, relief, and relaxation. You've earned some time for yourself, have you not?
It's all the things that you don't care.
Nonsense. I refuse to believe there is anyone permitted to know Sherlock Holmes.
Huh. You may be right.
Then free yourself from inhibition and expectation. The night is young, and so are the guests. You should try to enjoy both. It's not healthy for handsome men to spend every night alone, and certainly not in a house filled with such melancholic memories.
I must admit, my travels have proven more taxing than expected. I'm less confident in my life and myself. Time of relaxation seems a distant dream.
So can I tempt you with a physical aid to your moral consolations? There's wine, of course, and something to smoke, or perhaps an artificial paradise? Yes, something more spiritual, a potentiator to sharpen the mind. A 7% solution of, well, that'd be telling, but you must try it.
That would be pointless. Given him, he lacks logic.
My mind is my most valuable asset and a finely tuned instrument. I will not risk impeding its function. My ultimate duty is to provide the world with truth, and I do that perfectly well as is.
Duty? You've never cared about that before.
Of course I do. Exposing a lie, revealing a fact, that is a moral responsibility.
That's not morality. Morals are what happens afterwards when truth collides with consequence. Do you ever follow up on cases you solved? Do you ever see what happened next, visit the victims, ensure justice is served in the courts? And how do you choose where to direct your attention? Are there not deserving causes to which your brilliance could be applied but isn't?
You ascribe me more power than I possess. I have a narrow skill set and work within that mandate. What occurs afterward is irrelevant.
With every action or inaction, you place a finger on the scales of morality. Many in the city would see you as abdicating a responsibility.
I haven't.
Not me, of course. Morality is subjective, just like truth. There is little to be gained from indulging in it, and far better things to indulge in. Now I must insist on easing any burdens I've placed upon your shoulders. Show yourself a kindness, and try this rather delectable concoction.
This is where he got himself a drug. Hook on drugs. I won't need it.
I am perfectly capable of coping with myself without medical assistance.
Then I shall press you on it no further. But please do not refuse my gift. Take it with you as a souvenir of this special night.
Souvenir of what, exactly? But, all right, if only to put the matter to bed.
And now, our evening begins in earnest.
So now is the highlight.
I just remembered. I'm sorry, Sherlock. My mind's delightfully impaired. Please take this key. It opens the altar room, past the library.
Pardon? Altar room? What now, Werner?
Go quickly and find our Fabio. Only you can make him talk. I'll join you in a minute.
Fabio? tripping son?
Let Fabio speak for himself.
Oh well. So having some fun, I guess. Shun this at them. Mangios mansion. Altar. John, start having fun. It's wrong.
Codex Orchis. Why does this occult book sound like a flower?
The Codex.
One of these books must open a secret passage. I know it.
Well-known and recent plays to keep up to date with the current trends.
Interesting. Oh, you would expect something like
do
that.
not guarantee privacy.
And you still need a crack, despite being ethereal.
Where is mine? Altar. Entrance altar should be kept quite far back. As expected. Oh dear.
My
What
God.
is he thinking?
Was he here this whole time?
Led to death. Butterfly tattoo. Slave
This
branding.
crude tattoo partially covers as slave branding.
Of course, the blade.
This golden handle has a bloodstain on it. The dagger is heavy and sharp, but lacks balance. This worm-like sigil has been drawn with his own blood.
So he must be concealing a hidden beast within.
A blunt-force trauma may have suffered an internal hemorrhage.
Cleansed fist, perhaps?
The victim has clenched the fabric so firmly in his fist that it's nigh impossible to remove it.
Must be struggling, but holding on. Strange.
The wound is deep. A precise strike reached the heart.
Oh.
Right here.
From underneath to poke his heart. That's brutal.
The sign reminds me of the astrological symbol for Mars.
Hey, Elon Musk's favorite.
This one looks like a twisted symbol of Venus, drawn in a hurry.
Hurry? Why?
This oil has a slight aroma of flowers and olive. The ointment smells mouse-like. I
Mouse-like?
presume it is an aphrodisiac prepared from a Spanish fly.
That's awfully specific. Missing dagger
This
from the
elaborate
case.
box must be for the ritual dagger. The herbs
Ew.
here are Salvia divinorum. They have a slight hallucinogenic effect to emphasize the ceremony.
I'm so kind of curious, did he actually smell every single herb to gain this amount of knowledge? Like, it would not be possible if you don't smell it in the first place. Virgil, what are you doing here? Cigar?
Enough cigars to burn down the entire mansion.
I heard it's a long experience to smoke one.
An open wound spoiled the carpet.
Open wound? Or is it the wine? Unopened, so it is the wound. Grabs.
Blood. A sturdy bottle met a not-so-sturdy human. It didn't break only because it was unopened.
Okay, so this is the weapon that smacked the guy. Do it into some.
Why don't people
hanky-panky?
tidy up after themselves?
Okay, so this is the first scene. Now on to the next. Dressing room, missing clothes.
Identical to the robes the guests are wearing.
And is wet though. What does that mean?
Props, decorations, and tools for a more detailed set.
An earring.
Handcrafted and luxurious cufflinks.
Oh,
There's also a
cufflinks.
note. For my Fabio, Manchos.
What is Fabio's mean? Is it like friend? Key.
The key is similar to the one that Vogel gave me. The capital F on the key fob might refer to Fabio.
Also F for respect. He might be the one that's down anyway.
Would you recognize me in one of these? I suppose not.
A missing mask. Maybe. Mirror dimension. Soil.
Similar to the guests' robes, apart from the bloodstains. The pitcher is empty, but with puddles around it.
So you wash his hand already. So maybe the drain wet.
Blood clots are adhered to the sides of the drain.
Recent. Run. Okay, we should be done. Oh, the book.
This is a different ritual.
Some sort of ritual with a remark. The beginning. Read and rehearse this right, Machios. The naked woman lies on the altar, on a bed of flowers, symbolizing Mother Gaia. The one who leads the ritual oils the body of the woman to awaken her inner fertility. Participants should chant at this moment and call for the man who can please Mother Gaia. And the man will impersonate principal of lives. Oh mine, but then this is a bit reversed. Now it's a dude on the bed. So, Father Gaia? That doesn't sound right. Don't you know the guess? Batista? Stop boring them. Around. Feel how beautiful they are. Oh, pretty great deal to be with you.
How can anyone accept such behaviour?
Quite a bad behavior. Dressed
A
up.
useful tool for a disguise arsenal.
Formal ritual. Preparation. Oh my, is another thing. It's the same place. Okay, still need to look up for more stuff. Bloody
A person
handprint.
leaned against the doorframe. They left a smudged trail of blood. The wounded person was here for some time. A bloody handprint on an armchair. There appear to be no further traces leading to the altar.
Excuse me. So what's left is asking for suggestion.
Werner, care to explain what is going on here?
On nights like these, it's not unusual for some attendees to get a little exuberant. It's part of the appeal.
Including
Unfortunately, it appears things have gotten out of hand. Yes, some are more prone to bend the rules of morality.
That's murder. I doubt there's anything left to bend. Why did you not tell me immediately? We were chatting about trivial matters for some time.
If I'm completely honest, Sherlock, I've consumed a rather potent cocktail of substances. My attention slips and drifts. But I'm glad I thought to call for you.
You sent me a disguise.
Oh dear, did I? Well, since I found the body, Mr. Manchios has agreed that you can investigate the matter. I promise my mind will behave itself going forward.
All right. Pull yourself together, Werner.
About nights like this?
What is it about these nights that you were so eager to share with me?
Well, they're not always in the evenings, but they are in the shadows. People gather to test their boundaries in a safe and consensual atmosphere. Often with more stains than your typical crime scene. But that is the point. Who are we to judge?
I suppose that's fair. What about today, then? Was anything different?
Well, I was invited as a special guest. It was supposed to be a time of both divine and carnal pleasures. A scratch for every unconventional itch.
I imagine you're reeling from your shattered expectations.
On the contrary, there is still spectacle, stimulation, and release, merely in a different form. I like to let life entertain me.
Or death. Mr. Manchios is the owner of the manor, yes?
And the host of Cordona's most memorable parties. He promises even the ugliest guest a partner for the night. And for the ones with more unconventional tastes, Mr. Manchios provides other services.
And this one
What a
goes
caring
little
person.
You cannot begin to
much.
imagine.
The police remain unaware of this tragic event?
Some of them may be hiding behind their masks. They conceal many things. But we didn't want the authorities to create more problems. Besides, after a few cocktails, their incompetence will have soared to new heights.
How do you know I even want the case?
I promised you relaxation. If there's one thing I know about you, Sherlock, it's that nothing soothes you more than a good mystery.
Fair point.
How did you discover the body? In between guzzles of alcohol?
I was set to perform in a fecundity rite with Fabio and came to inquire further. It was a staged ritual where he was to play the principle of life.
And the rehearsal was unsuccessful?
It's a bit reversed.
Who knows? I found him alone on the altar, his blood dripping to the floor.
And then?
Then I called Mr. Manchios. He was panicking, so I told him about you. We left the room and locked the door. Then we were...
Filling time?
Waiting for you was stressful. We indulged in some simple comforts. Overindulged, perhaps.
That's true.
Were you well acquainted with Fabio, the victim?
Everyone knew Fabio, or wanted to. His beauty was the talk of the island. Too handsome to go unnoticed.
No, not
he
for
was
me.
magnetic. Fat wallets fought for the privilege of having him.
Oh, that's nice.
He offered the pleasures of performance, and more.
More? So what about the ritual? It's a bit different from the book.
What about the fertility ritual? There was something about Fabio being a principle of life.
Fabio was supposed to portray the beauty of life's origin. Flowers, oil... Not this travesty that seems straight out of the Inquisition.
So this ritual is not the fertility rite. What was it meant to look like?
It begins with a woman lying naked in a flower bed on the altar. She represents Gaia, the earth. As I cover her in oils, we chant for the principle. As our calls reach a climax, Fabio enters and copulates with her. After he finishes, I stab her with a dagger. That part's just pretend, of course.
But the intercourse is not?
I did not expect you to be such a prude. Are you a virgin? It is nothing to be ashamed of, but it would explain the color of your cheeks. The fertility rite
it's
marks
just
the
alcohol.
start of our festivities. The principle of life is beautiful, intimate, essential. It must not be stopped.
Yet it
Imagine
appears that someone
everybody
did
has
stop
this ritual.
What about the naked woman?
That'd be so awkward.
Can you tell me anything about her?
Oh, yes, Matista. She's one of Fabio's compatriots and a performer, too. I haven't
Like
seen her
John is
today,
behind the
actually.
scene like, what a shame, this dude just died.
When you discovered the body, was the door open?
No, it was locked. Oh, that reminds me.
The second key.
It's a minor
and the
detail,
third
but the
key.
first time I came to speak to Fabio, I left without entering, having been unable to open the door.
You didn't have the key?
No, I had it. Don't look at me like that. I was mostly sober. I suspect there was a key in the other side of the door, blocking the lock.
That detail may very well be major, Werner. Well done. So you returned later only to find the lock was not blocked?
Correct. After an hour had passed, I tried again and was able to unlock the door. That's when I discovered poor, handsome Fabio.
How is he poor if he's so damn
Any ideas
rich?
about the case?
Perhaps, perhaps. I think I can deduce what happened here.
Let's try. It begins right in here. He was not stabbed but smacked into the head. As such. Then he's unconscious though. More like this. This is the end scene, we shall do it in sequence. You pull it over and give him a nice stab. Nah. Oh. Kind of struggling signs that he's somewhat willing to do it. Ombi woke up in shock. After that, he went to the back room and put his soiled clothes in. As such. And changed to a new one. Yes. Seems about right, except for one more point that was missing. The key was locked. There we go.
The
Let's try
bottle was
again.
used as a
This is
weapon during a scuffle in the smoking lounge. Then, to ensure no one would interrupt, the murderer locked the door. The unconscious body of the victim was moved to the altar room. Once the body was on the altar, the murderer thrust the dagger into the victim's heart. Symbols were drawn with the blood. The wardrobe was used to hide the bloodied robe from anyone's eyes. The killer washed himself and took a clean robe from the hanger before leaving.
Are you all right? You're on the floor, not moving.
Trust me, I move a lot more than you
here.
think. Mind Palace is calling out and we shall answer it. But wait, there's more. We need to satiate John's curiosity. Oh wait, let's do this.
I've worked up an appetite since the last party.
The elite is the one with the master.
Oh, there's beauties. Manchio's is the best, as always. Do not distract me. It's not easy to play blindfold.
That's true.
Oh, I heard the finale will be splendid. I'm so excited about the event.
May I ask for your assistance?
Excuse me? What? I'm not sure I know.
Oh, come on.
I should write to my friend about the handsome men here. He'd appreciate it.
Oh no. Are you kidding me?
Let me see that stallion up close. I should write to my
This is
friend about the
game-breaking.
handsome men here. He'd appreciate it.
We are stuck. Oh my. I hope it's not too far off though. Shit, we got kicked out. What a nonsense. Oh, you can't really predict this kind of thing happening anyway.
Welcome, sir.
Enjoy the event, sir.
Oh, I'm trying to ask for some tips. The best of the best.
Nancho's had to enforce the masks after the scandal.
French performer fits trace animals pathetic. Nice. Uninvited priest. No. Scandal. No. Fire of the incident too ugly before the mask. Ugh. Oopsie. Can I ask you something?
Honey, you feeling lonely? I'll be your friend.
Nope, nope, nope.
Nancho's had to enforce the mask.
Lost the bet. Fire after incident. Uninvited priest. No. Cheating groom. Someone was sick. Political crisis. Too poor to adapt. Find the Duchess. There's a lot of things.
Nancho's had to
No. Crisis. No. That's bad. No. Meeting room. What? Dang it.
Nancho's had to
Nope. Priest. Why do you keep using priest? Lost the bet. No cheating room. Hey, we made it somehow. Describe a scandal from a previous party. Vice Governor Cowden. His wife to be a Prussian Duchess, a company of young men. Although the marriage was intended to be a political one. Oh.
That's what I like about this party. Bring me more dirt, Sherry. One more piece, and I can expose these base hedonists.
Okay, so I think I got you. I got you. Do you want some chattering?
I need a rest from my insatiable wife.
Do you know what was here before Manchiosa's family?
Mysterious aristocrat. Secret society member.
Do you know what was here before Manchiosa's family bought it?
How about you? Occultist.
Do you know what was here before Manchiosa's family?
TV history. Fraud. No, magic circle. Cultist. Ancestral home. Auction. Issues of. I'm just spamming this point. Sorry.
Do you know what was here before Manchiosa's family bought it?
Secret society, I guess. And a cult. Auction, no. Fraud, no. Mysterious disappearance. Cultist architect. Runes. Nope. Magic circle. There we go. The mansion was owned by a cultist architect. His life conducting a powerful ritual. But the ordinary magic circles is too weak. That's why he built this mansion. A keen eye might notice that its shape corresponds with certain magical symbols. Isn't it a bit like feng shui? One day the architect simply disappeared. Oh man.
I'll pin them down, Biscoop. Thank you, Sherlock.
Nice. Oh, I guess it's worth it for that little trophy. Oh, where's the last in? There you go. Oh, mine paddles. Fabio down the altar. Let's just do all this first. Was assaulted in the nearby room. Auto lock was locked. Nope. Maybe. Okay. Outer room was locked and unlocked. Near room? No. Touch. Murderers clean themselves and assaulted. No. No link. Sacrifice. A cult ritual. What's the cover? The key. My case book. If I find out who had the key, I need to speak to the right person. Come on.
I'm starting to put the pieces together.
Fabio was stabbed.
I see nothing gets past you, Werner. Yes, he was stabbed, but only after being knocked out in the next room and placed here. I do not yet know why.
So, who's responsible?
Well, it was one person working alone, and the murderer has now donned a robe. He or she could be hiding in plain sight. We have lost time, Werner, but your discretion may prove to be a benediction after all.
Evidence?
I don't think I can tell you anything about this.
I can't follow you here.
Man, what would it be?
I can't follow you here. I'm not supposed to know anything about this. I don't think I can tell you anything about this.
The murderer had to have access to this room. After the crime, he used his own key to lock the door. So, who had the key to the altar room?
I'm not sure. As a special guest, I was provided one by Mr. Manchios. He should be able to tell you of any others.
Where can I find him?
Most likely in the main hall,
unfortunately, he's still
entertaining
alive.
his guests. He has a mask with golden stars. You can't miss him.
Nice.
But please be discreet. We don't want to risk disturbing the revelry.
Yeah, that's true. People still want to have their fun. Golden mask, and he is nervous. A mask with a golden star. Golden star. Hey, hold up! I got something going on. Aha! Back. Need to find the gold star. Oh wait, nervous, so we can just scan. Not a female, I guess. Definitely not a performer. Have we run out? Not the blind man, of course. I suppose he is not here, but someone else. Evades taxes. Sounds like a lot of people. If they can do it, I think they would do it. Former farmer, that's impressive. Nope. There's a lot of things going on inside. Now John is not even trying to do this anymore. In the hall among the guests. Tense and brittle.
Kurt Manchios, I presume? I'm Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, you must be the one Werner told me about. What a sweet voice you have. It must belong to a handsome young man. Can I call you Sherlock?
Must be the drink
As you
that
wish,
he had.
Mr. Manchios. Mr. Vogel asked me to help you. The body in the altar room requires answers, and quickly. I suspect the murderer to still be here.
What? lower your voice. I don't want anyone to hear us.
So what about Fabio?
Did you know Fabio well?
People are starting to look at us, Sherlock. Change the subject. I can't believe what happened to him. To me. Such an atrocity. Think what it means for me. A wonderful evening for so many good, influential, and rich people has been ruined. I have betrayed all my promises of exotic delights.
I don't understand. Surely a murder would affect your reputation to a greater extent.
Please, isn't this why you are here? I thought you were a silent magician. Do your tricks and make it go away.
Make it go away? I'm not that kind of magician.
I need to find all those who had the key to the altar room. As far as I know, Mr. Vogel, Fabio, and you had access to it. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes. Also, Matista and Santos.
Santos? Who is that?
Santos Pinchetti, my major domo. In his opinion, at least.
I'd like to speak to Mr. Pinchetti and Matista. Do you have somewhere I might have a private conversation with them?
Of course, of course. Let me think. Matista is entertaining the guests somewhere, and Santos... Oh, yes. He will be busy with the servants. Or the cook. What's that noise? What's going on?
What is happening?
Freeze, filth. You're under arrest.
Oh, man. What an unfortunate event. I haven't even got the chance to do my magician tricks. Ah, no. Shit. Discombobulated. Are you sure this is necessary? That's a bit too much violence. Is there another case? What is going on? And slow romance of chaos and violence. Gun and smoke powder, maybe. I guess somebody can call it that way. Like this. That must be the. Come on, I'm with the police forces. What's some of that smokes?
Look at you. Committed a crime, and now I have to free you, kiss your hand, and apologize for the inconvenience.
I did tell you that Mr. Vogel and I were innocent. I emphasized it in my statement.
Your statement? Thanks to some
No, I
bigwigs who
might
work
look
for
like
the
I just
so-called
drank a
good of the
blood off a
country by
victim, but
releasing
he
fleas like
doesn't
you.
make up.
Thank God we have Vogel in this letter. Once I get to that goldfish, I'll...
Bigwig? Oh, my wretched brother Mycroft and his long nose.
Wait, did you say Mycroft? Mycroft Holmes? Are you the youngest son of Violet Holmes, rest her soul?
How come do you know about her? No one has not asked for the details.
Is there something wrong with that? Do you know something about her?
I was working on the paperwork of her case while you still had milk on your lips.
Would you happen to remember anything of the events?
Well, I didn't make the inquiry, but I remember seeing some
fresh
notes.
milk
Why?
from powder. I don't even know if that's formulas.
Perhaps we can negotiate. I could be quite useful.
Huh. Got you hooked, right? You know what? Stark and the others think
Where's
they're the
Tony?
smartest here, thanks to you. Let me
Oh,
get
he's
this
his father,
straight.
right?
Are you listening to me, lad?
I'm all ears.
Take this case. Report to me only, to Constable Harvey Oswald. I'll leave everything I have on this table. Find the murderer. Be a real copper. Question the suspects, make them sing, give me something substantial.
And if Mr. Vogel is not a suspect?
If he's innocent, then you can take your favourite degenerate away from here. If you slip or mess with the evidence, then trust me, your brother won't save you from my bludgeon. Meanwhile, I'll be checking the archive for you. If anybody asks, then you're a consulting detective.
Let's make a start then, partner.
Damn, official.
I'm glad we managed to get the scoop before the raid.
Tell me, where's she?
I can't go back to prison.
Santos Pidgetti. Preparation for the socialist party. I heard loud noises. Sacrifice of a living being overviewed by none other than Kurt Mantios. There was blood on the mold. Damn, this is weird. Santos is suspicious. There's no way he is supposed to know the crime if there's only like a few people doing it. And what about this? Report from a witness: satanic ritual claimed to have found the body. The body of the victim was lying on the altar with a knife wound. Fabio B. Vogel letters. Sherlock Holmes carried a murder weapon. I'm just investigating. What? Presumably to obstruct the official investigation? The heck? Okay, Mantios, yada yada. Fabio's partner and participant in the ritual try to escape. On the book, if a description of a ritual performed. A key.
Back on track to solve the case.
Provider of this ticket? Oh, nice. Mind Palace event update?
Look, I found Werner.
Well, since we're here, we should be in the proper dressing. Police. A seasoned detective. Wait, we got new clothes. Howdy. Who's here? Imprisoned. Gifted Coughlin.
Good day, Mr. Mantios. I am Constable Oswald's partner in this investigation.
Be quick and gentle. Some of your colleagues are untrained boors. Although I don't mind meeting young officers. The new blood here.
If you cooperate in finding Fabio's murderer, there will be no need to meet with the boars again.
That voice. Werner's friend? You're the policeman. What a disappointment.
Only an undercover agent can scour a ditch full of deviants. I am a consulting detective, although I'm capable of replacing the entire department through my consultations.
Sharp-tongued, I like it. May I presume this tongue will get us out of this trouble? I would be so indebted and glad to repay you.
Nothing's changed. I'm looking for the murderer. That's the only way to get us out of trouble.
But it shouldn't take much time, correct? We're all busy after all.
I need to examine you first.
Examine. Makeup, just like I do. Brush, hair dye, so it's supposed to be white. Washed hand in a hurry, not too good on you. Lavishly expensive. At his age, what's this? Cautious with health. Which is to hide his true age. Oh, see for cleanliness though.
You are so focused on cleanliness that these products are severely damaging your skin.
I would laugh at you. Ha! If only my cheeks didn't hurt. Not exactly. I try to take care of my body. A young man who has yet to confront his own aging couldn't hope to understand.
These chemicals are quite literally melting your face.
Ah, the price of beauty. I'll be fine. I'm sure of it.
Such a methodical man who cares for his body but misses the soap under his fingernails. Are you so impatient, or perhaps even impulsive?
I wouldn't call myself that. Silly little details.
More
if
than
I
that.
missed it, it wasn't important. Or rather, it was less important than who or what I was focused on.
What was Fabio like? His personality, his habits? Anything you can tell me?
He was the brightest star of my parties. Young, magnetic, and full of energy. I don't even want to mention his beauty. Otherwise, I'll be sobbing.
An expensive champion, I imagine.
His performances were flawless. He deserved his payment. Do you think he was murdered because of money?
Possibly. What about the other guests? Were they used to opening their wallets as well?
I wouldn't restrict my guests from anything. I'm sure Fabio received a few coins from others for his services.
Service? He does more than that.
Mr. Vogel told me a little about your parties, but I would like to know more directly from you.
I'm all
From the
yours,
source.
Sherlock. You have me arrested and locked here with you alone.
Doesn't make you sound so off. Why did you? Let's make it vague.
I'd like to know who you usually invite to your parties.
Free minds who are able to leave reality for an evening, who can taste forbidden fruit without prejudice. There is nothing that quite spices up life like these parties, assuming one is old enough and has worked many years for the good of one's country.
Oh, all true laborers, I see. Why did you invite Mr. Vogel as your special guest?
He's a pretty fellow. He's capable of surprising the public. He has a talent for saying words that no one else would wish to either say or hear.
I suppose I can't argue with that.
Yeah,
He is a free addition to the eccentricity of the party, which is fine by me, as long as it enhances my party.
Enhance? Let's see. Witness.
Do you have any idea who tipped off the police to raid your mansion, Mr. Manchios?
Of course. It was you. I could even say you Sherlocked me in here.
What
A good guess, but the wrong one. The fellow who did that was Mr. Pinchetti, your major domo.
What? Santos? But how could he even know? If he's not the murderer himself. The ungrateful swine. He has dared to besmirch my reputation.
Not a very eloquent choice of words.
What should I call him then, since he's a snitch? Make him talk, Sherlock. I'm quite certain he knows more about the murder than he has told the
Maybe a
police.
snake. This.
You'd better ask someone else.
Oh man. Fabio murder.
You'd better ask someone else.
Testimony.
I've no idea about that.
Spoken launch. Nope. Investigation. Nope. Victims.
That's not something I know much about.
Mirror's key.
You'd better ask someone else.
Cuffling.
You bought an expensive pair of cufflinks for Fabio. Were they his price? Or were they a tip for an exclusive show?
It was pure business. Fabio escorted me a few times. I was merely showing my gratitude.
This pair cost a small fortune. You must be extremely grateful then.
More than that.
Tell me more.
You've thrust a knife in an exposed nerve, Sherlock. Yes, he was my protege and my beacon also.
Protege.
With my experience and his beauty, we could have achieved anything. I had faith in him. I would have made him.
And mode him. 3 Mind Palace clue acquired. What's left? Okay, now we should investigate more. Vogel. Who are you?
I'm Sherlock Holmes. I'm helping Constable Oswald. You are Matista, Fabio's friend.
This body, yes, it's Matista. But it's a mere shell that will die someday.
What
Just
a
like Fabio.
philosophical approach. Condolence.
Please accept my condolences for your friend.
Thank you.
I'm just here to ask questions and find Fabio's murderer.
It will not bring Fabio back.
The whole point isn't about bringing him back. Interesting monk. Same thing. Blood-filled bruises. Maybe she's the one. Same burn mark. Shoes. Ankles. There's a lot of shoes I attempt. And Nevers punishes herself from her past. Seems to be pragmatic about her body after years of thing. Nope. The ink is not so simple. Genuine interest. Tries to get over.
Fabio and yourself were slaves, am I correct? You have a similar branding on your body.
Yes. It was a long time ago.
Couldn't help but also notice fresh cuts upon your forearms.
The cuts helped me to forget my past, to cover the old wounds and hide them.
How did you escape?
Something happened. One night the master fell down the stairs. I made him fall, and he died. We ran away that day. We managed to get on a ship and traveled here.
Well, there's a murdering
Fabio and
confession.
I started a new life here. It was very hard at first, but it became better with time. Until today.
What about the bruises?
The bruises on your neck are not self-inflicted. Someone else made them.
Some guests can't contain themselves. They even bite, sometimes.
That's a bit... I guess pleasure can be a little too much.
This area is restricted.
Aye, aye, aye. Where is Vogel? There we go.
Werner, are you all right?
Oh, yes, yes. Everything's fine. In fact, it's something of a family reunion. My brother spent quite some time in this place himself.
You should not be here. I told the police everything I knew, but they refused to let you go. They require proof to free you.
Ha! What did you expect? The mighty Sherlock Holmes swans in, tells the officers what to think, and the world obeys?
Of course not.
Anyway,
the
same thing.
I struck a deal with the constable, and I've got a free hand in the investigation. I find proof to solve the case for him. He obtains files about my mother's death for me.
Well done. If one has the power or will and can act, then one must. I wonder, suppose you couldn't get the proof to your truth. Would you tell a lie to the guard that enabled my freedom, knowing my innocence? Would that not be just?
Why should I lie to him? Tough choice, but...
There are lines I will not cross, Werner. I will do my best to secure your release, but with proof, not deception.
Really? How many white lies have you told on this island? Why not for me? Why not another?
That is absurd. I can resolve this without compromises. Do not give up hope.
Evidence.
I'm not supposed to know anything about this. I'm not supposed to know anything about this.
Don't know.
I don't think I can tell you anything about this. I'm not supposed to know anything about this.
About Santos.
I have learned who told the police about the crime. It was Santos Pinchetti.
Do I know him?
The major domo of the manor. He cleans up after you?
Well, then he does his job perfectly. All but invisible. I couldn't tell you the first thing about him.
Ah, tough. Last one. Now, how do we investigate the evidence?
Do you know anything about this?
Oh, I don't know about that. Ask one of the others.
This is your police headquarters and you don't know.
I can't go back to prison.
Oh shit, he changed his clothes. I just forgotten about that. Evidence room. Aha.
Good day. Your ticket, please, if you want me to help you.
Ticket.
I'd like to check the evidence from this case.
And who are you?
Oswald sent me. I'm a consulting detective.
His partner, then? Let me see. Ah, a ritual murder. What a bunch of degenerates. Wait a second. I'll bring it to the table.
Thanks. They're still serving, huh? I want my clothes. I'm a police officer. Rings.
It's a miracle this ruby hasn't tempted anyone.
And the amount of bribery.
A heavily perfumed handkerchief with the initials KM in the corner.
Keys with the same initials.
Her key to the altar room. A handcrafted charm that contains hair and nail clippings.
That's unique. But this though.
That's not for bedtime reading.
Oh, love. Blood and something. That's hardcore.
This ex libris belongs to Manchios library.
A book in Matista bag. She stole a book, prepared the naked body of a recently deceased object. Matista, you're in deep trouble. Illustration or description similar to the crime scene. Symbols of Mars and Venus. Enhance the power you possess. To use the force of male and female nature. Use is hard the golden dagger. To be rid of the blood that does not love you. Sound like a perfect murder.
The book
motivation.
describes a ritual similar to the one performed in the altar room.
But it can be also a setup. It can. Letter that was found in Roger's evidence box. Is your mind unsound? Can't control your bitterness. Not around me. Too great a risk to ignore that kind of behavior. I can be, speak, and play with anyone I choose. I'm not another Batista. You pay me, but you haven't bought me. Keep all your generous donations, even though they hardly compensate for your last terrible outburst.
Not the time for privacy.
A new book.
Werner's personal sketchbook. An emergency kit for boredom.
Oh, I almost had that. Something else is missing, huh? You. The key.
All the keys of the mansion on one golden ring. Thank you, officer.
That seems to be about it, huh? Now the detective shall get to the work. Ah shit, still gotta ask. Time to ask the suspect. Damn, they still got time to make jokes. But these though.
This book, The Power of Love, Blood and Mandrake, what do you hope to achieve?
To learn more about the invisible strengths that govern us. Occultism is real. The master who fell that night when Fabio and I escaped, I made him fall. I cast a spell on him and it worked.
Or was it a coincidence?
The universe is rarely so lazy.
If you say so.
I guess. Letter from Fabio.
This is the letter the police found in Mr. Vogel's pocket. Fabio wrote it. Do you know anything about it?
I don't. Although I can feel Fabio's energy. It's there, but it refuses to let me analyze it.
Huh. Interesting.
Do you practice occult rituals?
For protection? For fortune? To wash away the ugliness of the world? Sometimes to survive. I have the gift, and I'm learning to use it better.
Did you use your gift on Fabio?
I only used white magic. Love charms lately. Fabio became so distant. I just wanted him to be with me, but I suppose I'm not as skilled as I thought.
It does seem plausible that you are out to revenge. Because I'm going to ask him the same question.
Do you recognize this book? Could Matista have borrowed it from your library?
She didn't ask me. How ungrateful.
The things described in the book were inspiration for the rituals you performed?
Do you really believe that blood, symbols, and incantations can resurrect the dead? They are just eerie tales with a mix of occultism and voodoo. My rituals are a stage to show some of the forbidden pleasures.
Not looking good for Matista.
I've read this letter from Fabio. It had no addressee, but it was found in Mr. Vogel's pocket.
Werner? Strange. I didn't think the two of them corresponded.
I'm sure there is some explanation. Would you care to read it?
Call me superstitious, but I don't care to read a letter from a dead man.
Being suspicious from you. And to the man himself.
So, the police found a letter from Fabio in your pocket?
I cannot tell if it was truly in my pocket at all. Perhaps it was placed there later.
Well, that is one hypothesis. If it were true, then how did it get there?
No clue. But this night has been rather eccentric. Such a detail could have easily eluded me.
Indeed. Do you recall reading it?
I can't remember that either. But I tend to respect privacy. Reading others' personal notes is not one of my perversities.
So someone is capable of framing others, I guess. Murder, clean yourself and his hand. Clean himself and washing routine. No. No. Angry lector and now it makes no sense. Assaulted in a nearby room. Fair Bruce. Washing routine. Kurt Mantios. As feeling. Angry letter. No. Our love. routine, no. No, no. I'm getting a bit of spammy, but this star has a fresh bruises, angry letter, no. Trusted in the photo of Fabio. Fresh bruises and activity. Pinchete is a major domo. Oh. No. Why would he do this though? Santos. Power of love. No. Machine routine and had feelings for Fabio. Angry letter. Murderer cleaned himself. But this not trusted in the occult over Fabio. Power of love. Have feelings for Fabio. No. Angry letter. Santos. Nope. Oh. No? I would thought so. Santos informed the police. No. Pinchete makes no sense. Clean themselves. Nope. Nope. I think we exhausted all options already. Might as well. There seems to be new clues. Yeah, they all makes no links. Deduction. Use the ritual. Wait, use the ritual to bring his love back. You are killing him? He's the suspect. Who should be arrested and questioned? Makes sense. Set himself up for debauchery? Maybe. Clean himself of blood. It's a possibility. Bruised. Bruised by the guest. Or was it him? Santos is a suspect. How do I find in the archive? Okay. Fair enough. Officer.
Have you considered Mr. Santos Pinchetti as a suspect?
The snitch? Have you seen him? I mean, my breath could knock him down. What's so special about him?
As a major domo, he has keys that open all the rooms, including the one to the crime scene. Could have testified only to circumvent suspicion, don't you think? We need to question him.
Right. I'll send our men to fetch him. Stay here.
He saved me from the rook.
They brought him in, Mr. Holmes.
That's fast.
Here's the key to interrogation room number 7. Mr. Pinchetti didn't even resist, our men said.
Thank you.
Well, he's awfully confident. Seven.
Mr. Pinchetti, a pleasure to meet you. I'm Sherlock Holmes. I'm helping Constable Oswald.
I've already told him everything I know. I'm only a witness, sir. Everything's in my report.
And I've read it. You forgot to mention that you hold the keys to the room where Fabio was found. I need only to find if the crime was intentional.
but I need to return to my duties.
I doubt the house will fall without you, Mr. Pinchetti. Just be still for a few seconds.
Stay still. Allergy. Prepared. Color more than once. I'm trying to be saving, I guess. Savvy. Step in blood. Oh my. Symptoms of it: damaged skin with makeup and multiple holes. 8-7. Having enough money, spend as little as possible. In an attempt to look more modern, he donned his suit. Terrible miser.
Is your greedy nature responsible for the lack of taste and attention to your appearance? The cheap makeup, shabby and dyed clothes? How do you explain those, Majordomo?
The means to practice my profession are limited. I'm sorry you noticed it, sir.
The parties overshadowed your state. You are lucky Kurt Manchios's attention was concentrated elsewhere. In a decent household, you would be asked to leave for far less.
Yes, his attention was undoubtedly concentrated on something other than my appearance.
But one detail stands out on your dirty rags and shoes. The drops of blood.
Oh, that. I don't know anything about it.
Then why are you there?
Did you know Fabio?
Not personally. He was a frequent guest, and cleaning the mess after his performances was tedious. Mr. Manchios always had a role for him, and mainly the leading one. The parties were always, Fabio-centric?
And Batista? Was she as popular as her partner?
Don't tell her I said this, but I do not think so. Mr. Manchios hired her only because Fabio refused to work without her. Mr. Manchios used to see her as a worker. She was tasked with entertaining the guests, unlike Fabio, who could pick and choose.
Interesting. Successful location. Keys.
I recognize the key from the altar room among these.
Small note attached. Santos, my hopeful slug. You begged me to include you in my will, so I did. Kurt. The majordomo shall receive a jar of mustache rats and a salt lamp. That is such a miser. No wonder he has to use all his resources to do this.
Mr. Manchios says that you begged him to be included in the heritage. Isn't that a little extreme, even for a majordomo?
He's not only my employer, he's my uncle. And I'm his next of kin. The only one. Mr. Manchios flatly refuses to pay a family member. All I have to do is repay his so-called love. Cleaning up the filth after perverts and decadents. He's imprisoned me. The best I can hope for is a new broom. That's why I wanted to have my part of the inheritance.
Is it that bad? You have a roof above your head, a salary, and the status of a majordomo.
For God's sake. I'm forced to dye and stitch my threadbare clothes, and the holes in my shoes are painful. I'm ashamed every time a guest looks at me closely.
Why do you think your uncle treats you this way?
My mother, my uncle's sister, had me illegitimately. She died, and I was given the surname of one of the maids.
But you are entitled to some of the money that belongs to your family.
He thinks not. I was not responsible for my mother's death. I work hard, and he pays me nothing. I feed on the leftovers. While he wastes our estate's property on decadent parties, he paid Fabio handsomely and showered him with expensive gifts for their disgusting relationship.
Sound like a motive. Let's ask him. Why are you such a miser?
I've read the letter about your will. A harsh method of ridiculing Santos. I doubt he will use mustache wax when he wears no mustache to begin with.
Where did you get it? Is the slug here? Tell him I shouldn't have to provide for him. He's a grown man who shouldn't sit on his uncle's neck. He conceives himself as my only heir.
And who is he to you?
He's a leech on my aging body. He has only added problems to my life since the death of his mother.
I fail to see why you made him your major domo.
He needed to know his place, so I taught him.
Even more things. Shower him and give what? How is that? That makes sense. Oh. Lord, Manjus mock him. Blood and clean. Blood. An angry letter. No. Santos did it because he must give a blood. Okay, Vogel. Angry letter, no. Angry letter and gift. About that. The letter may have been for Manchus. Oh. Missed the blood spatters. Accidentally stabbed. Then he's hiding something. Santos bit shatters effort in vain. There's still something missing. Oh, Manchus.
There is undeniable evidence that you were the original recipient of this letter.
What are you talking about? Is it addressed to me?
Your protege wanted a fresh start, it seems. This is sufficient to charge you.
Me? Hurt my star? Are you insane that you would accuse me of such a thing?
He did not consider himself as yours. Since you deny everything, let's move on. Do you have any idea as to how the letter could have ended up in Mr. Vogel's pocket?
You were the detective. Perhaps he took it from Fabio. Werner was a little high.
I have reason to believe that the intended recipient of the incriminating letter may have been Kurt Manchos.
Well, that makes sense. Too bad I can't remember how I came to possess it. Though I did spend quite some time with Mr. Manchios during the party.
Unfortunately, even with an answer, that may still not be enough to clear you with the police. But fear not, I will persevere.
I hope your attempt to put things straight will make up for...
you being on a bender?
Touché.
I will try. But you.
Please let me out.
Let's continue our chat a little later.
I've nothing to say.
Could Fabio have written this letter to Kurt Manchos?
Oh. That could be. I never thought Mr. Manchos could make Fabio that angry, though.
What do you mean?
Well, Fabio wanted to disassociate from Mr. Manchos. Clients who are in love are both a blessing and a curse.
But Fabio was here tonight.
Money. In our line of work, we can't afford to turn down clients who pay as well as Kurt Manchos.
Was Fabio afraid of Mr. Manchos?
Not at all. The old toad wouldn't dare to do more than sweet talk and touching. Talk can be forgotten,
sad.
And touching washed away.
Touching washed away. That is interesting. But wait, the way he speaks of that. And I still got more people to talk. mine. Who shall I talk to? Either Bogle or Manchos is lying. Good, Manchos has feeling for him and Melina Bridge. Planted the letter. And we are still quite a fair bit. With you.
Please let me out.
The air here is rather refreshing. I'd even recommend that some of my friends visit the place.
Now what?
I can't wrap my head around such a tragedy at my party.
What is left? How would Santos kill him though? But what would he do that? And there's still something missing. No, my palette is not doing his work. Oh wait. Maybe we change this. Oh. Crime of passion. Was heartbroken and panic. No. Sexual predator. Yeah, but this does seems to love him. The feelings are mutual, so there shouldn't be anything considered. But she did read the book though. Ritual was staged. Fabio was sacrificed. Self-fight. His dad is the murderer. Crushed soul. She wanted her love to stay with her always. Buddhism to avenge. Step to stay close. I doubt it's her though. Well, there's a OP way, you know, save it. save both. Then we shall uncover the case. My first instinct is he is not. A stitch. And he has been cheated to cover up, but he's so sick of it, so he wants to take. He wants to be the one who kills it. So you, a sexual predator. But you can only do touch though. Heartbroken did not mean to kill him. Improvised ritual was a desperate attempt to cover up. Killed him in cold blood. Stage of crime. Seems like so. Let's go for a little extreme, huh? What if you do this? Oh. It does make sense. Broke his heart. Washed himself, which is what he did. As a cover, which I think so. But why would he accidentally step in blood? Yeah, we are going to try to see two endings. We shall see where they go on. Need to close the case. Accused.
The murder of Fabio did not have a ritual purpose, Mr. Manchios. It was staged by a man who wished to distract the investigation.
That might be true. That poor girl Matista wouldn't dare to kill the only man who cared for her. So, Santos.
Mr. Pinchetti snatched at the chance to solve his problems.
Ungrateful little scum. Will he be executed?
But what for? He informed the police as to the crime, that was all. He couldn't stage the ritual, but he found the body, I believe.
I can't believe it. Why did Werner do it?
Mr. Vogel. He had no reason, and he won't be a scapegoat as you plan. You put Fabio's letter in his pocket when he was intoxicated, didn't you?
You can't be serious.
Your fingernail.
We can very often deduce someone's life by their shoes, or their fingernails. You are a meticulous person, but this murder was fairly traumatic and filthy. After you stabbed Fabio, you were covered in blood. You panicked and neglected to rinse the soap from under your fingernails. The devil is in the details, Mr. Manchios.
Nonsense. I missed it simply because of the busy schedule of the party.
Of course, a staged murder was certainly not planned.
Love wasn't mutual.
You're at the twilight of your life. You have no partner, you have no children. You had feelings, however, for one man. That was Fabio. You loved him. That is, you wished to own him with money and gifts. But he was also a free mind, was he not? He turned his back on you. Quite unjust. Love, so cruel and painful, and Fabio, with his words and deeds, made you feel the more wretched. So you killed him.
You must surely perceive that my sensitive nature wouldn't allow me to hurt anyone.
True.
You staged the murder as a satanic ritual. It was easy for you, since you were the one who wrote the scenarios for the parties. It was your way of avoiding suspicion. A respectable man in his 60s,
early 60s,
who hosts the cream of Cordona society, cannot possibly be a murderer. But the guests who behave like animals in his mansion, of course, one of them could have killed Fabio.
I did oversee a few of the rituals, but I did not stage Fabio's death.
It was a crime of passion. Premeditated.
The young performer played with your emotions. That was painful to realize. You spent so much time and effort to be with Fabio, but he didn't respond in the way you would have liked. You wanted to be loved. Fabio shattered your dreams. In the smoking lounge, he teased and mocked you. He wanted you to suffer by offering himself to others. The deception was unbearable. You struck him, and then you staged the ritual. You planted the letter in Vogel's pocket and attempted to set up Matista.
What poppycock? Sherlock, stop this game now.
There is no stop word, Mr. Manchios.
I guess it's the wrong
Relax
guy.
and enjoy it. I'll pass the remainder of this case to Constable Oswald. He'll know what to do with you.
Mind Palace is still probing. What about you? Oh, mine, that's a third case. He's the murderer. Has worked for his uncle for years. So he's framed it. To right his wrong is to be rid of his monstrous uncle. Snapped after years of disrespect. Devised a plan to be rid of his uncle. He is technically a lich. Kinda fucked up to take away your uncle's stuff. For revenge, let's see. Why didn't I see a third option?
I'll remember this horror forever. I'll remember this horror forever.
Wait, what? Well, this is a good time to reset. Precisely why you have the autosave. And call revenge. So, police station. So he has a lot of motive for hiding a lot of details.
I know who killed Fabio.
So I'm free to go, sir?
Quite the opposite. I think it was you, Mr. Pinchet.
That is not possible.
Allow me to explain.
Stage.
You wanted to be rid of your dear uncle. I myself barely know him and already find him intolerable. You've worked for him for years. Santos, do this. Santos, do that. He doesn't pay you. He doesn't recognize your work. He doesn't see you as family. But you thought that heritage might be yours. Instead, all you'll ever receive is mustache wax. It is painful to witness such a situation. I cannot imagine how it must be for you. So, you decided to frame your uncle. Put the blame for Fabio's murder on him. That way, the heritage is yours, and you are free of it.
Half of what you say is true. I'm in pain. I have had a hard time with my uncle, but I'm not a murderer. I can't even stand up to my uncle. How could I have killed Fabio? He did nothing to me.
He was a source of your troubles too, though. Especially since Mr. Manchios treated him like a...
king. I didn't even skip it, just skip myself.
You staged this decadent ritual so you would not be suspected. After a short fight, you knocked Fabio unconscious. You locked the door and dragged the body to the altar. You wanted to set up someone acquainted with this masquerade.
I don't have the nerve to kill or stage a murder. I can't even leave my uncle's house.
Blood on your shoe.
The blood on your shoe tells me that you were with Fabio. You stabbed him with the dagger while he was still alive. You drew a sigil on him. There was a great deal of blood. You needed to remove it. Blood is almost like glue. It sticks to everything, dries quickly, and is quite visible. But you know how to handle stains. You are Kurt Manchios's major domo. However, despite your best efforts, you missed a spot.
It doesn't make sense, sir. I was never there. I am convinced there's a reasonable explanation.
It's at the gallows.
Your hate for Mr. Manchios was so strong you killed an innocent person. Your uncle did that to you. I could have understood that you wanted to see him gone. No one could tolerate that much humiliation. But you killed Fabio. You staged the ritual, tried to frame your uncle. But you killed Fabio.
No, wait. I know it seems like I did it, but I didn't.
Oh, enough. Save your prayers for the after.
That's a bit, fierce. Maybe not him. Then load. Maybe I do need a triple save for this event. I think it's the wrong save. Yeah, one of this. No, safe to say, I will just check out the last detail. Then I'll just config one. Maybe I will see the other rot some other time. Paddles and you, cross soul. To avenge a miserable life. This across soul.
Matista, you killed Fabio during the ritual.
What? No! I could never.
Your bruises.
You were there when Fabio was killed. He fought for his life and inflicted those bruises on your body, but you knocked him out eventually.
I was with the guests all the time. Manchios ordered me.
To get him back.
Fabio was a rising star. Cordona already knew of him, and you were not as popular. Your duo was coming to an end. He would have left you, and you were afraid of that. Since you believe in your gift, you thought you could revive him after death. And that time, he would have stayed with you.
That is not true. I was afraid of him leaving me, but I would never have hurt him.
Exactly.
You knocked out Fabio with a bottle. You locked the door and placed him on the altar. You cast spells and pushed a blade between his ribs. The blood from his wound was used to draw symbols across his body and the room itself. You wanted to use your gift to resurrect him, but he failed to wake up. So you cleaned yourself up and left the room, realizing the full scale of what you'd done.
That's just wrong. I didn't do it. You didn't see what happened.
Then tell me, what did happen?
I don't know. I wasn't there. You weren't either.
But I feel like I was there.
I can see that life hasn't been kind to you. Since childhood, you have been used and abused. The guests at the Manchios mansion are not that different. And even if you think you are in control, such a life takes a heavy toll regardless. The only good thing you had in your life was Fabio. You were so frightened of losing him that You killed him. I believe your only chance for a normal life is to receive medical help. Psychiatrists will help you.
Others have always decided what my life should be. And you're no different, Mr. Holmes.
That is your only option, Matista. I'm afraid you can't choose.
This every single case sound like they are not the murderer. What it should be? What should it be? Inheritance. This guy is too skinny.
I'll remember this horror forever.
But why would he call it? Why would he snitch? Well, it does appear there's so many people involved. I'm leaning to the main guy though. The other dude is just being weak. Would he be a sexual predator? No, I will deem this guy guilty. Anyway, if I do want to try the other route, I can choose the other one. Go, final run. Everybody denies the judgment, so it's only up to me. She could not have done it. Could not, because of the love and it's kind of reassurance that she would not have been bruised by that. This in them means the blood spatters. Could be an accident. Took the letter himself. Sleep. There's actually two strongest. Kurt Manchios himself and Santos. He missed the spot. Well, Manchios is let's just do it this way. I think it was a cold revenge. Otherwise, he wouldn't have hid some details.
I know who killed Fabio.
So I'm free to go, sir?
Quite the opposite. I think it was you, Mr. Pincher.
That is not possible.
Allow me to explain. You staged this decadent ritual so you would not be suspected. After a short fight, you knocked Fabio unconscious. You locked the door and dragged the body to the altar. You wanted to set up someone acquainted with this masquerade.
I don't have the nerve to kill or stage a murder. I can't even leave my uncle's house.
The blood on your shoe tells me that you were with Fabio. You stabbed him with the dagger while he was still alive. You drew a sigil on him. There was a great deal of blood. You needed to remove it. Blood is almost like glue. It sticks to everything, dries quickly, and is quite visible. But you know how to handle stains. You are Kurt Manchios's major domo. However, despite your best efforts...
Kurt Manchios is a jerk,
It
isn't
doesn't make sense, sir. I was never...
You wanted to be rid of your dear uncle. I myself... Your hate for Mr. Manchios was...
Ugh. Santos cleaned out the blood from him, then he felt guilty and he went to call out his uncle. Everything is viable, I guess. It's actually up to us to interpret. What about the jerk? He seems awfully happy that all the kids have been pointing to Santos. The sexual predator. And to be hanged.
The murder of Fabio did not have a ritual purpose, Mr. Manchios. It was staged by a man who wished to distract the investigation.
That might be true. That poor girl Matista wouldn't dare to kill the only man who cared for her. So, Santos.
Mr. Pinchetti snatched at the chance to solve his problems.
Ungrateful little scum. Will he be executed?
But what for? He informed the police as to the crime, that was all. He couldn't stage the ritual, but he found the body, I believe.
I can't believe it. Why did Werner do it?
Mr. Vogel. He had no reason, and he won't be a scapegoat as you plan. You put Fabio's letter in his pocket when he was intoxicated, didn't you?
You can't be serious.
We can very often deduce someone's life by their shoes, or their fingernails. You are a meticulous person, but this murder was fairly traumatic and filthy. After you stabbed Fabio, you were covered in blood. You panicked and neglected to rinse the soap from under your fingernails.
Yes.
The devil is in the details, Mr. Manchios.
Nonsense. I missed it simply because of the busy schedule of the party.
Being a meticulous
Of course,
man,
a staged
that is
murder was certainly not planned.
possible.
You staged the murder as a satanic ritual. It was easy for you, since you were the one who wrote the scenarios for the parties. It was your way of avoiding suspicion. A respectable man in his 60s,
early 60s,
who hosts the cream of Cordona's society, cannot possibly be a murderer. But the guests who behave like animals in his mansion, of course, one of them could have killed Fabio.
I did oversee a few of the rituals, but I did not stage Fabio's death.
You're at the twilight of your life. You have no partner, you have no children. You had feelings, however, for one man. That was Fabio. You loved him. That is, you wished to own him with money and gifts. But he was also a free mind, was he not? He turned his back on you. Quite unjust. Love, so cruel and painful, and Fabio, with his words and deeds, made you feel the more wretched. So you killed him.
You must surely perceive that my sensitive nature wouldn't allow me to hurt anyone.
It was a premeditated murder.
The young performer played with your emotions. That was painful to realize. You spent so much time and effort to be with Fabio, but he didn't respond in the way you would have liked. You wanted to be loved, but Fabio shattered your dreams. In the smoking lounge, he teased and mocked you. He wanted you to suffer. by offering himself to others. The deception was unbearable. You struck him, and then you staged the ritual. You planted the letter in Vogel's pocket and attempted to set up Matista.
What poppycock? Sherlock, stop this game now.
There is no stop word, Mr. Manchios.
Been revealed.
Relax and enjoy it. I'll pass the remainder of this case to Constable Oswald. He'll know what to do with you.
Well, some can say there is no safety word for this foul play. Officer.
I have a name for you. Kurt Manchios.
Is that so? The Master of the Sabbath?
The man himself. Mr. Manchios couldn't stand to lose control over his lover. A deadly revenge that deserves a proper sentence. I have all the evidence to charge him.
A degenerate and a murderer. I'll make a name thanks to that for sure. As for my part, not everything was in place. Perhaps some documents were transferred somewhere else, but I couldn't find a trace of them. Then I remembered. The discarded document drawers where we put the lost papers or the badly labelled ones. Including the crime scene report of Violet Holmes's case. Everything I've found is on the desk here. Take it.
Your persistence has saved me.
Yeah, well, we had a deal after all. Your friend is free then. You can leave.
Good luck, Constable.
And with that, I think this is a good time to call it a day. I shall pop in next time, don't know when, but eventually we will, and hope you enjoy the rest of the day.